What's up, guys, and welcome to our Hanzo vs Widowmaker breakdown, showdown, whatever you want to call it, video. And first off, guys, we're going to be talking about Widowmaker and her strengths and weaknesses. So let's get right into it. So Widowmaker's strengths are that she's going to be having much more, capable of reaching to higher areas of view. So of course, Hanzo is going to be able to climb walls and whatnot, but, not every high viewpoint is going to be able for him to get to just by climbing walls, He's not going to be able to get to, random rock cliffs or something like that. He's more or less just going to be able to climb up buildings, which most of the time that gets the job done, but we're going to give Widowmaker the edge on mobility. Next, we're going to be talking about Widowmaker's ability to counter flankers. With her Venom Mine, as well as her ultimate, she can see pretty much everywhere around her. Now, this makes her able to prevent flankers from sneaking up behind her, taking her out in a matter of just, seconds of somebody getting behind her. Now, Hanzo does not have this ability, but we'll talk about him in a minute. The next thing I want to talk about Widowmaker is just her overall damage output, and her damage output is going to be pretty high, considering the fact that she can one-shot a lot of characters in the head, which Hanzo can as well, but the fact that her aim is going to be more precise, and rather than having to worry about drop-offs, her aim actually is dead on accurate, making it a lot easier to get those headshots that multiplies her damage output to an insane amount. Now, as you all know, Widowmaker did recently get a nerf, which has not come into effect yet on consoles at the time of me recording this video, but still, Widowmaker definitely has a higher damage output with or without the nerf than Hanzo. Now, one exception I am going to make is going to be Hanzo's scatter arrow ability, which we will talk about here in a minute. Another thing I want to point out about Widowmaker is she also has her normal damage gun, which, it doesn't do as much as it will after the nerf. However, it's still a pretty significant damage outputter, especially if you get into a tango with somebody up close. Now, Hanzo doesn't really have this ability, considering his main attack with his bow and arrow is literally the only thing he has. Sure, he can spam it, but it's still not the same as being able to turn into an auto rifle machine. Now, if you watch this right here, a full, almost, 20 bullets of Widowmaker's thing can kill a enemy from a good distance, really. So it pretty much just goes to show that even though the nerf has not yet come into effect for Widowmaker, it'll say add, 5 bullets to that? So 25 out of her 30 clip. Considering you throw down your poison mine if you're up front in a fight, you can pretty much take anyone out, even with her assault rifle mode on her sniper rifle, which is going to be a lot, bigger plus for Widowmaker in the end. Alright, now that you guys are sitting here and seen me quickscoping bots, it's time to switch to Hanzo. Instead of watching me quickscope, you're going to have to watch me shoot arrows from a distance. But anyway, let's get right into it. Widowmaker's mobility makes her go straight instantly up walls and stuff like that. Now, Hanzo's is going to be a lot slower, because, it obviously takes time to climb up the walls, making him very, very vulnerable from any kinds of enemies in the area. About Hanzo's R1 ability on console, which is going to be, I don't even know what it's called, but anyway, it's pretty much a detection arrow, and it puts the whole enemy team on infrared that's in the vicinity of the arrow. Now, this can, if you use it every single time as soon as it fills up, which a good Hanzo will pretty much do, you can literally keep a area where you can see everyone for literally 50% of the game. And that is honestly so strategically helpful for pretty much any team. It's going to help any team out against any kind of enemies, just being able to see where they're going. Now, granted, Widowmaker can do this, but only with her ultimate, so it's not going to be up nearly as long as Hanzo's sonic arrow. Next, we're going to be talking about Hanzo's reflector arrows, whatever you want to call them, don't know their official name, but anyway, they're reflector arrows. And these are very, very effective. However, they're only good for flushing enemies out of buildings, making Hanzo not so much the long-range sniper that the team tips makes him out to be. Hanzo is really more meant for mid-range, as you can see with his sonic arrows giving him the ability to look through walls and, pre-aim around corners and being able to reflect bullets into small rooms to really kill enemies quickly. What we're going to talk about really quickly is Hanzo's ultimate. Hanzo's ultimate is really a clear out the room type ultimate. He shoots this arrow and on the objective, all the enemies either die or they have to get out of the room, giving his team a chance to push. Widowmaker's literally just gives their team aimbot pretty much because, well, I wouldn't say aimbot, but gives her, you can wall hacks. You can look through walls, you see people through walls, and Hanzo already has that ability with his R1, so why would he need to make his ultimate that? Instead, his ultimate is a complete room clear. Now his ultimate deters people away from the objective and does all kinds of wonders for the enemy team, even if it doesn't kill them, whereas Widowmaker's ultimate relies heavily on her team being able to clean up the kills after she's given them wall hacks. Personally, I think Widowmaker is definitely kind of the winner of this, even though they're meant for two completely different things. Hanzo is more of a mid-range damage outputter that kind of sits behind the enemy lines, as well as being able to clear out his rooms with his Sonic Arrow, Reflection Arrow, and his ultimate. Overall, making him more of a mid-range character, while Widowmaker is true your sit-back on the rooftop sniper. Now, does this mean that Hanzo is bad even though I'm declaring Widowmaker the winner? Obviously not. Even though Widowmaker is getting a nerf, so Hanzo will be even more usable than he is right now, even though he's a lot of people's favorite character. Don't know if it's the bow and arrow or don't actually know if it's his effectiveness, but anyway, it doesn't matter what it is, Hanzo is definitely still one of the greatest characters in the game. Just being able to sit back and do such high damage and even one-shot people with his bow and arrow makes him a deadly force. Watch me sit here and shoot at bots with my bow and arrow for, I don't know, like 5 minutes. Hope you all enjoyed the video, because I'm done rambling. And if you did, make sure to hit subscribe for more Overwatch content, and let me know in the comments below what versus you would like to see next. I'm thinking Torbjorn versus Bastion, but that's just me. So, anyway, let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed the video, hit like, hit subscribe for more Overwatch, and we're going to go out to me shooting a dragon in the air and jumping off the side of the map. Anyways, guys,